Welcome, everyone. Today, we're going to tackle one of the most powerful and, let's be real, sometimes intimidating tools in the entire Linux world, the Vi editor. And look, whether you're cramming for an exam or getting ready for that next big job interview, my goal here is to get you from confused to totally confident. All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to start by looking at why Vim feels like such a challenge. Then, we'll unlock the whole thing by understanding its three modes. After that, we'll do a hands-on guide, cover the all-important how do I get out of this thing, and then wrap it all up with how this knowledge is going to help you crush your next Linux interview. You know the feeling, right? I'm pretty sure every single one of us has been there. You SSH into a server, you open a file to make one tiny change, you type a few things, and suddenly you're stuck. Your keyboard doesn't work the way you think it should, and you have absolutely no idea how to get out. It's practically a rite of passage. But here's the thing. What if I told you that this frustrating tool is actually one of the most critical skills you can have as a Linux admin, a developer, or a systems engineer? Getting good at Vi isn't just about editing text. It's about proving you know your way around the command line like a professional. So what's the big secret? How do you finally get Vim? Well, it all boils down to one simple but absolutely crucial concept. Vim is not like Notepad or Microsoft Word. It has different modes for different jobs, and learning to switch between them is, well, it's everything. And this is the aha moment. Seriously, think of it like this. Instead of having one big, messy workbench, Vim gives you specialized toolkits. You've got your management toolkit for moving around, deleting, and copying. We call that command mode. And then you have your creation toolkit for actually typing words. That's insert mode. You have to consciously pick which one you want to use. Okay, so this table right here breaks down those three main modes. This is the foundation, right? The most important thing to notice is that you always start in command mode. That's your home base. From there, you make a choice. You can press a key like I to go into insert mode and start typing, or you can type a colon, that's C, to jump into last line mode to save and quit. And this is where that separation really clicks. Check it out. In command mode, if you hit the D key twice, you just deleted a whole line. But in insert mode, if you hit D twice, you just typed DD on the screen. See the difference? One mode is for managing the file, the other is for writing in it. You can't do both at the same time. All right, enough theory. Let's actually put this into practice. We're going to walk through the exact workflow you'll use day in and day out in any real-world Linux job. Creating a file, dropping some text in, and then getting it ready to save. This is it. Your basic four-step dance in Vim. 1. Open the file. 2. Hit the I key to get into insert mode. And keep an eye on the bottom of your screen. You should see it say -insert. That's your cue. 3. Type whatever you need to type. And 4, and this is the most important part, you always hit the escape key to get back to command mode before you do anything else. Now, to get into insert mode, you've actually got a few options, and each one is a little efficiency hack. Yeah, I is what most people use. But learning to use A to append after the cursor, or a capital A to jump right to the end of the line and start typing, that's what makes you look fast and competent. These are the little things employers notice. I'm going to say this again because it's just that important. If you ever feel lost, if the editor is acting weird, if you have no idea what mode you're in, just press the escape key. Think of it as your reset button. It is your safe harbor that always brings you back home to command mode. Okay, awesome. You've written your text. You've hit escape to get back to command mode. Now for the grand finale, actually saving your masterpiece and getting out. To do that, we need to enter last line mode. And it's super simple. You just type a colon. And this slide right here, this is your cheat sheet. Burn this into your memory. You'll see W for write, that's just save, and Q for quit. Most of the time, you'll just mash them together. WQ, save and quit. But the real hero here, the one you need when you've made a huge mess, is WQ with an exclamation point. That's your eject button. It means, get me out of here, and I don't care about saving anything. So why have we been going so deep on a simple text editor? Because I promise you, in any Linux job, being able to quickly edit files on the command line isn't a nice to have. It's a fundamental skill. It's a quick way for an interviewer to see if you really know your stuff.
You're not going to be writing a novel in Vim, but you are going to be editing critical system files, like web server configs or updating a system script. In those moments, you need to be fast, you need to be precise, and Vim is absolutely the best tool for that job.
Interviewers don't just want to see that you know the happy path. They want to know you can solve problems. And these are the most common problems you'll hit. Can't save a file? 9 times out of 10, it's a permissions thing. Did you forget to use sudo? Gotten yourself stuck? Remember your best friend, the escape key. Knowing these fixes shows you're not just a book-smart admin, but a practical one.
And speaking of interviews, here you go. These are the exact questions you can expect to get. They aren't trying to trick you, they're checking if you know the core concepts we just went over. So be ready to clearly explain the modes and the huge difference between saving and quitting versus force quitting.
So after all this, I hope you see that Vim isn't this scary barrier designed to keep you out. It's a key. It's a tool that unlocks faster, more powerful control over any Linux machine you ever work on. That initial learning curve is so worth it for the efficiency you gain. So please, go open a terminal, practice these commands, and build something amazing.